They're not rock stars, they're not film stars. But this is not politics as usual. The new Greek cabinet has now been sworn in. Half of them are university professors, now leading the first European government in decades to be dominated by the ideas of the radical left. So how are they going to govern, these academic radicals who've stormed the barricades? A question for the man who's described the austerity imposed upon Greece as fiscal waterboarding. Mr. Varoufakis, you are an expert in game theory. How is that going to help you run the Greek economy?
Bargaining is a big game, and we're about to begin negotiating with our partners and deliberating, actually.
And are you excited about being able to put your theories into political practice? Is that the big challenge now?
It is a great challenge, but the challenge is how to minimize social costs that were unnecessary throughout Europe.
So in a country crying out for help, which has seen a quarter of its economy swept away by austerity, a group of left-wing intellectuals, some of whom have known each other for years, are taking the reins of power. It's an intriguing but uncertain prospect at a pivotal moment.
They had always positioned themselves as a very sort of astringent critics of the establishment and the way things run. Some of them the capitalist system, a lot of them were anti-globalization activists, and suddenly they find themselves in the positions that they used to criticize. So you can always look back in the stuff they have published in academic journals, etc., and try to wonder how they would think in approaching practical matters.
Perama, a dirt-poor suburb of Athens, overlooking the port of Piraeus. This is the sort of place where Syriza's economic vision will quickly be put to the test. The party has promised to reverse cuts in the minimum wage, to increase all kinds of welfare spending, and to help citizens like Kostas. His only income is a pension of €342 a month, but he owes the electricity company thousands in unpaid bills. He was cut off 2 years ago.
€2,174 unpaid.
Now he's rigged up an illegal connection to the grid. Many people round here have done the same. Syriza says it will help.
Help? Yes, I'm waiting for help. But where is it going to come from? Where from? What can I say? I can't.
But the new government has pledged that within weeks it will provide free electricity to 300,000 households that live below the poverty line. It's a big promise, part of an ambitious plan to turn this country around in defiance of austerity and bailouts.
If they were to proceed in a more gradual way and with a set of easier steps, I think they can produce tangible results in the hope. But attempting to do everything, as some of them are saying, within the first few weeks, I think is impossible, and that because it underestimates the kind of obstacles they will find in front of them.
But Alexis Tsipris made all sorts of promises on the campaign trail. Here in Crete at his final rally last week, he vowed to pursue war reparations from Germany and the repayment of a loan taken forcibly during the Second World War. Up in the mountains, life is a little different, but there is a long historical memory here. The town of Onogia is the site of an infamous massacre carried out by the Nazis. Members of the resistance are still treated with great respect. These ruined walls are all that's left of the old town that was totally destroyed in 1944. The local priest says people are well aware of Syriza's promise of compensation.
It's our right, and we have to go after it. We hope and pray that we have political leaders who will make our voices heard and ask for what we deserve because of the ruins that the Germans left here.
And back in Athens, Alexis Tsipras' first act as Prime Minister was to pay his respect at this memorial to communists killed here by the Nazis. It raised expectations that Syriza will continue to push issues like war reparations as a way of raising money.